Hi, good morning, good afternoon, and also good evening, guys, depending on whichever time of the day that you're going to come across this video. I'd like to welcome you onto this channel, guys. I know I've been MIA. School is schooling. But I just wanted to talk about this story that is not really late because people lost their lives here. Kids lost their mom, mothers lost their daughters, and siblings lost their sisters. So this is an incident that which took place, if I'm not mistaken, last year on the 17th of August, um, 2024. This incident took place in Polokwane of the man who babulale two women and then fed their bodies to the pigs. I'd just like us to just watch these videos, and on these videos that you're about to watch, it's you'll see there's also a lady who speaks there. I'm not sure if that lady is the mother, but she sounds, and even with the reporter who's speaking there, it sounds like ngati it's one of the ladies mother, the one who had 4 kids, and also the husband is also going to speak there. So let's just check out these videos and then we'll talk.
Position, Your Worship, where there's 3 accused. Only one accused has got a statement that being my client would want. The rest of the other 2 accused can continue with their bail applications. That's something for the court to state to consider. I mean, there's no reason for them to be, for their constitutional right to be encroached any further due to the fact that the state now wants to appeal it.
You must also understand the practicality, because will the state then be calling, I don't know how the state is proceeding in its opposition of the bail, but will the state be calling for oral evidence or viva voce evidence, and then would to respond at one time to all 3 applications, or in respect of one definitely?
Mabuto Ndlovu, who was wounded in the incident that claimed his wife's life and that of Maria Makgato, is still in shock. He recalls the day he last saw his wife after they were allegedly shot while collecting food dumped at the farm to feed their families. Their homes are situated less than 10 kilometers from the farm where their bodies were found.
Safike farm laphana sabheka lapho esihlala sibheka khona sathola kula lutho, so silokhu sibheka sabona abantu ababili ababemi, so suddenly silokhu sibona abantu labana silokhu sixoxisana ngoba ngobani sezwi ubhobho siqala ukudubula. First bullet yachaya emoyeni, esibili yachaya mina, esithathu yachaya omunye unkosikazi esasilaye, esine yachaya unkosikazi wami. So suka khonapho nacambalala. For the meantime ngabuyela futhi kunkosikazi wami ukuthi ngimbheke ukuthi lokho ephila yini, ngathola ke ephila. Ngaxoxa la ukuthi ngeke ngamsiza ngimsindise, kodwa kwakungela ncedo engaluyenza. Befika esibhedlela i-ambulance yathi yabuyela ethatha unkosikazi wami, kodwa ngezozwa officer in charge sithi ambulance le police yabuyela ayibatholanga. Kodwa after 4 days 5 days sokwenzakele lento mina sesibhedlela ngizothola utholakale ejikwe esipayini sengulube.
Maria Makhato's family is still battling to come to terms with the gruesome murder of their daughter.
Ba molaile ka dimpya ka re ba mo lomisitse le dimpya ba be ba mo lathela le ka leshakeng la dikolobe. Ye le motho wa ka bolaya motho ka mpya wa mo lomisa le dimpya be a mo lathela le ka leshakeng la dikolobe.
She says she does not see herself living through this tragedy.
Nanga skhona uphila botse ke to phila yene bana bangwana ka batho ba ba sokola le nna ke to ba ke sokola bona me kwa ke dula ke gole tšhelete e be ke e tshwere go tuana ba mboditše mošomo o thoma polokwane ke ya polokwane o thoma keita moo ane bjele a ke sa na le tšhelete a o namela.
The families are calling for justice.
Mina ngesifiso sami ngangakhangelanga ukuthi umlungu lo uzobulala. Ngangikhangele ukuthi uzosibamba kumbe nesigabe semapholiseni. Kodwa kwenzakala kanjalo. So isifiso sami ukuthi la nxa ukuthi wephula umthetho kangcono la ehlala ejele kuze kube nini.
Postmortem results will be released on Tuesday for families to know what led to the death of their loved ones as they prepare for their burials. For Newsroom Africa on Channel 405, I am Zola Sholwana at Mangweng, Polokwane.
So guys, what I am going to do, I'm going to try my very best in terms of explaining what the husband said and also the grandmother. Okay, I couldn't get it properly with the grandmother because she was speaking Sepedi, if I'm not mistaken, but yeah. And I also took down my notes that I got from different articles that are speaking based on this whole incident, and then we going to go through everything and then we're going to talk. I did write them down, the points that yeah. So as I said before, with this whole thing, it took place in Polokwane. As you heard, the husband did speak about he's still injured or recovering from the injury. If I'm not mistaken, what he said is Shuti, they went there to the farm to go and collect or to look for food that was disposed for ukuthi with their families. Shuti, they went there, it was 3 of them. This is, I'll say allegedly, it was the 3 of them, and it was the husband, the wife, and then this other lady. Okay, now the names, it's the husband's name is Mabuto, I mean, and then it's Maria and Ulusha. So Maria was the wife and then Ulusha was the other lady. Okay, it was also stated that Maria had 4 kids, of which the mother also said the same thing. Ukuthi Ulusha was umuntu who had 4 kids and he was looking after ingane zakhe, and yes, and she was also married, of which she was married to that guy, Umabuto. When this whole thing happened, Ulusha, she was 34 years old, and then Ulona, they said that she was 45 years old to Maria. So now, the way that the husband is describing this whole thing is saying they went there, and then there was an article that I came across that spoke about something there was they did get into a kind of like a heated disagreement, a conversation between the two, the farmer and them. Shuti, then the husband is saying that then the first bullet, then Shuti, maybe umlungu wazama ukuba set isibhamu, maybe they thought ukuthi he was just trying to scare them, but only to find out that kuti he was not, because he said that the first bullet was in the air, and then now I might also think it's a warning, and then the other bullet hit him, and then the third one hit his wife, if I'm not mistaken, and then the last one hit the other lady. You understand? And then he says that he tried to lie down and then to go and check ukuthi umfazi wakhe is she okay, and then he ended up managing to get away, and then he went to the hospital. At the hospital, that's when the police and the ambulance were involved in terms of having to go back and look ukuthi where are the wife and this other lady. Unfortunately, when they got there, what the husband is saying is that the police or the officer told him ukuthi they could not find them. Shuthi abasekho lapho. Then the next thing, what the husband is saying is that a few days later or so, now amaphoyisa ahambile afika check-a laphana, and then they found out ukuthi no, these the two ladies have been fed to the pigs. What the grandmother or the mother said, impia, I think impia yinja, if I'm not mistaken, ngathi ukhuluma ngendaba ukuthi they were first bitten by dogs and then they were also fed to the pigs. You understand? So yeah, this is you know, I mean, I won't lie to you. I know it's wrong. Stealing is wrong, Buffett. You know, stealing is wrong. But Gogun, I think we must also look. Okay, another thing that I also wanna refrain from. The stealing part, I won't really use that word, but the thing that also kind of make me even get to level is this thing that the man said, Uguti, what he was expecting was Uguti, the farmer was going to catch them and hand them over to the police. Of which, if you are not doing it wrong, why would it even escalate to that point? You understand? Of which, no, you never know what the farmer wants to warn them or something like that. You just never know. But what he said, I'm saying this based on what he said towards the end of that interview where the husband was speaking. He said that he was expecting with the farmer was going to hand them over to the police, but that did not happen. Unfortunately, izinto zavele zaba worse. You understand? I'll just go through these things that I have written down here. Yeah, the name of the farmer, it was stated to Gutirazu Zakaria Johannes Oliver, who is 60 years old. And then there's also another white guy, who goes by the name of Adrian Rudolph David, who is a supervisor, or Uzakaria is the owner of the farm, and then Rudolph is a supervisor, and the guy is 19 years old. And then there was also a guy, a Zimbabwean guy who goes by the name of William Musora, who was just an employee at the farm. And yeah, and the three of them, they ended up getting the name of the Limpopo pig farm murderers by virtue of what they did. So it was said that they were arrested and they were also charged with murder. Even EFF also intervened in terms of they do want to see justice being served. This thing in South African Human Rights Commission wanting to have a racial dialogue, that won't help anything. Yes, you can have that and whatever, but truth be told, I doubt that will do anything, because as much as we may think racism is done or iphelile, there are places where it still exists. There are, and Futlapo, I feel like I can say Gucci, it's even more severe than what we might think it is, because they are already angry at the fact that we are trying to kill this thing, and we are challenging them, and they are not in power as how they were before. So laba corner, they'll do their very best in terms of making sure that they take out their frustration and all the BS on our fellow black people. It is sad that there are farm workers who are treated less than humans. I even saw another article that was speaking about that there were even other human beings, black human beings, who have even been ababulao in the name of no, they were mistaken for animals. It is sad. I know there are people, even us black people, there are people who treat other people like shit by virtue of ukuthi uyangisebenzela, ngingcono, I'm better than them, and all of that, of which that is not right. It is not right. You understand? This William guy will have done what he did by virtue of ukuthi or he was also instructed by these two, Zachariah and Rudolph. And I wouldn't be shocked busy. They call them with the K word. That word is known like South Africa. I wouldn't be shocked. I do now wish ukuthi farm workers were treated, and I hope there are some who are treated like that, at least some, of which I do wish ukuthi everyone would have been treated njengawo wonke umuntu. At least bethole kuconsiderisha their working environment, ama wages are proper, access to government or justice or umthetho, abo medical aid nje, you know, because abekho abantu abasebenza kanzima, like people who work emgwaqeni and in the farm. These people, they work very hard. Yes, there are people who also work hard, but these people, they work very, very hard. And in situations like this, most of the time, they end up being treated like slaves. Back to even my point, Oguti, with what the guy said, the husband said, in terms of Oguti, he was expecting what they were going to be treated like this, taken to the police and all of that. Just because if it is Uguti, they trespassed. Nanogunye futhi, what we're also not sure of is Uguti, or I am not sure of, we learned Uguti, the lapho ukudla lokho abakuthatha khona was outside the farm or in the farm. Understand? Because some people could just want to hurt them just for fun nje. And omunye abe nento ukuthi no, they trespassed. People are very heartless. It's going to be hard for me to even get to a point ukuthi ngibe like besingekho isidingo vele besingekho. Because mina personally, I honestly would not see isidingo sokuthi, one, I would require them to please ngicela nizocela manzongena, so that nanokunye I don't even dispose ukudla le ngiyakubeka. Nanokunye if ngiyabona ukuthi angeke sithenge kakhulu, I just contact you all, niyafika nizothatha okunye. Yeah, understand? I wouldn't even do that, knowing very well that people who even go there edustbin beyothatha ukudla olapha. Why ngizokuthatha ngikise khona? Understand? But as fun, mina I would ask ukuthi ngicela nizocela, ningavele ningene nizenzele. Because kokunye ungagcina uyitshela ukuthi mhlawumbe isigebengu or kanjani. You think it's a thief or something. You understand? But nanogunye, this guy, these three guys are very wrong. They're very wrong to even take matters to such drastic to even take such drastic measures. They're very wrong. You know, for me, I feel like it's kind of rare for a woman to just steal food, Jay. I feel like each and every time an incident like that happens, kids are always involved. Kids are always involved. Or not even steal, to come and take ukudla, because that's what they said. They did not mention stealing. My apologies for that, but they spoke about indaba. The thing that makes me look value stealing is what this guy said. You go to why now he was expecting what they were going to be taken to the police. So it's kind of like he knew what they were doing is wrong, but they still went ahead and did it. Now Koloko, that was wrong if that's the case. But it's even worse now, the fact that these people, they even killed these people, and not only just that, oh my gosh, babulel, and then after guabulal, feeding them to the pigs. That is even worse. Because if it was also a matter of innocence and all of that, or mhlambe defend it, if they were going to say that, they were just going to do what they did. This is what happened, we caught so and so. Now, but the fact that feed the is in Jenny and also the pigs, that is wrong. Very wrong. And that is demonic. It's I can't even, I don't know what to say. For you to have that kind of, I wouldn't be shocked by the I'm a racist. I wouldn't. And this black man is just trying to please them in order for him to keep his job or whatever. You know. So it was said they were charged with 2 counts of premeditated murder, 1 count of attempted murder, and also possession of unlicensed firearms. And also William also faces charges of immigration, of his immigration status, of which we know with most foreigners who are in this country, they are here illegally. We know that. And we've seen videos recently, even from late last year, or the last quarter of last year, where illegal foreigners were being escorted back or out of South Africa, or being taken to jail and losing their jobs. You understand? We saw that. So, man, I don't know what to say, man. This is very bad. For you to treat omunye umuntu like that. You know, racism, I never understand how can a person just treat omunye umuntu like nothing for no reason. No reason. Yes, for no reason. I can never understand that. I doubt I'll ever understand, dog. You understand? But to even go beyond that, and when this lengane, what must happen to these kids now? Already you can tell what these families were struggling, because that lady, Ulush, was also a young lady. Naibeo Zamela. This couple was also now, like, what will happen to the kids now? What must happen to the kids now, honestly speaking? Even the grandmother just speak ukuthi she can't afford anything. Akakhoni. What now? I'd like us to also check out this video of Rudolph. I hope YouTube does not copyright us. You win.
Give you 2 minutes and go down and consult.
Thank you.
I did try to consult, but we were still in the cells when I tried to consult with him, and the court was still in session.
Now they're telling us about indaba yokuthi uZakaria bona bayagula, they're sick, sicknesses in health. His lawyer and he's crying at court. He doesn't have money now. Money for what? To defend himself for the gruesome act that he did. Imali for what? Why are we now supposed to be stressed? Why are we supposed to be worried? Why are we supposed to feel a ways for him? For his white, fat, old, sick ass? Why? No, I want to understand Leopold. Why, Tina, are we supposed to feel sorry for him? He does not care. It's not like he cares. You understand? Even the first time when you saw that first video that you saw of him in court, he was not remorseful. He did not give a rat's ass. He did not even cry, even fake cry. Now he's crying now because he's sick. Guys, when you do a crime, you will definitely do the time. Or one day it will catch up with you and you will have to do the time. You understand? And when you are about to do the time, you must also bear in mind that when you get caught, when unaloku, and you must make a plan, provision. If you go to your boss, you ask what your business, someone will take care of your business. You ask what your health is taken care of, and all of those things. We don't want someone who's going to come and cry here and think that we are all going to be all kumbaya for them. No, we're not doing that. For what better reason must we do that? Why does this guy feel like he deserves sympathy for his sickness? Then we say, Dad, oh, okay, but what about these young people who lost their lives? Even if they were trespassing or whatever the case might have been, what happened? They did not deserve it. They did not. I don't feel sorry for this old man and that young boy who's even way super young, who's 11 years old, younger than me. I don't. And I'm also praying that justice will be served. It will be served. I'm also hoping that justice will be served. He can cry all he wants until he's green. But justice needs to be served. Tell me what you think about this whole video down below. Man, even just us as people, let's learn to treat each other with respect. Learn to respect each other and che. That will not cost an arm, nor will it even cost a leg. This is a very sad story. And guys, our parents, they work very hard to try and provide for us. They work very, very hard to try and provide for us. Please, cannot play in school. Please, can we take things serious? Because our parents go through a lot in order to be able to provide for us. You understand? Even with us, not us. If you can also afford, isn't. But I mean, I can say us because I do give them. I give. I give. But don't throw food away. Don't give it to someone who needs, who cares. I mean, I've do that. You wouldn't like not us. Do not throw food away. There are people who might need food. And if you can, try to give it to someone else, kusase in good condition, in a condition that you too would also like. Could be nigeze yona gona in. Tell me what you think about this whole thing down below, and yeah.